They certainly will, Matthew. Cloud9, the heavy favorites here. Their map pick. They're going to send 4 players towards B at the very start. My God. Automatic finds a shot with the PD-50. They got to pounce on that. And Norbert's got to find at least a couple of kills here. He'll be blinded off and have to fall back towards short. And now it's up to the defending CTs to do what they can here. World Edit was so quiet in that nuke affair. And it doesn't look like things are getting much better for him. He's stuck in the water. Zelsis will take him down. It's down to Boomich at this point, who has to try and recover absolutely everything. Spots one, gets a kill there. Or does he? Oh no.
Holding on to pistols in this round.
They are indeed.
I think that's probably a reaction buy, right? It's not like they're saving for the op per se, but they know they're going to have the advantage this round no matter what. They've got 2 AKs, they've got a MAC-10.
Well,
let's see if they force. Let's see if they bring anything to the table, and then they can buy accordingly next time.
Well, they'll get the orb next round for sure. Automatic will bring that out. It's if he survives, that is. Flusher, that's interesting. He makes a decision. He's got a P2000.
Yeah, and I think this goes more to what I was saying. They're not going to go double op, I should say, but Flusher can now adapt, right? He can say, okay, they didn't buy anything at all. Maybe they're going to go aggressive round 3. I'll have a rifle accordingly. Maybe they're not. Maybe they force bot. We won that. I'll get an SMG and run them over.
We'll see what happens. Oh, this is actually starting to go wrong.
Yeah, it is. Very wrong. Norbert opens the door, gets 1, and then gets the AK, finds the second. Waylander's gone down, so it's only a 1-man advantage, but it's a significant one because Norbert can now rotate as well. He's on 75 HP. Going quickly. Flusher in the smoke. This is optimistic. Why? What's the point? You still have the advantage at that site at least, but that's ridiculous.
This decision now is starting to fall apart. I'm not sure what they're up to.
Yeah, what was that? I mean, at least check the site. I don't understand. I'm confused. Celsius, good luck, son. Already having that stairwell very closely watched and guarded. Quick, he'll be able to call for Boomich to get in position. AK is going to have to do some damage. Didn't even spot quick in the corner. Boomich goes aggressive, already toward the fountain. Quick Molotov. He'll hold them at bay just to make sure that they don't wrap around. They can fall back to bathrooms in the meantime. So forget what I was saying about losing track of the economy early. Winstrike's taken full advantage of it, and they might actually start running on this CT side. Kiyoshima's trying to do the self-boost up onto that pipe just to see if he can figure it out, but you actually have to strafe jump around the corner. You probably saw the Reddit post a week ago.
Like, I didn't actually. I didn't know it was actually possible to do by yourself.
Yeah, you can. You have to jump away, and it's like a 120-degree swing.
Yeah, it can't be a very good angle when you get like an MP9 or something. On the CT side, perhaps.
Let it. Speaking of angles, he's got the op on the site now, knows that they are working in. He doesn't have to do anything. Boomich just absolutely decimates them with the AUG. And wins.
And World Edit with the AWP will strike first, taking down Zelsis. He really was quiet on the first map, but that's a nice, loud start as he opens things up and falls back safely.
So again, the opening pick to Winstrike. Waylander holds Monster. AUG. Short tunnel to get the view, and he's just out of vision for Rush. Good time to turn off the X-ray because that would have been a splendid kill for them to pull back. Now they still have no idea that he's there. World Edit still is watching out toward the doorway. Waylander's given up. Tried to fire through. Now Flusher gets rolling. Norbert's down. World Edit with the op. Has to watch both angles. Keo's trying to pre-fire it. Saw him backing away. Still doesn't want to round it, but he's low enough on HP. It's easy when he does. It's Quick that gets back in. We know how solid he can be as an individual, but he's Molotoved off, and it might be, depending on what Boomich can achieve. I'm surprised he went for that. They would have had no idea he was on the flank, but if he could have achieved something, they might have gone for it. Now Quick might want to consider the save, but he's still sticking around because he knows that any kill...
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Boomich must have had the information that they were low on HP to try and go for that spray through the wall, because it's pretty desperate at that point, 4-on-2, and he had a reasonable chance to try and flank in through Monster. Flusher gets Waylander. This time the opening pick is secured by Cloud9. Quick and Norbert seem to be the 1-2 punch on B, and it's Norbert again that wants to slide over toward Monster, but not spotting anyone. Smoke still down. He's able to transition back on top of the site directly. And while all that transpires, quite a rotation as well. It's worth noting that this is when Rush will try and take an advance toward the A site. He might get to headshot before Boomich. No, he's taking his time. He's nearly there. Turns out Boomich wants to go further than that. It's going to cost him.
Well, he's gone right down to the grave. As now 5 on 3, and World Edit presumably smoked out any second, just like that. They might as well save at this point because they're not going to have anything going to the next round. Good HE. There's a lot of damage towards Quick. Double down on them. It's around for Cloud9. It's just whether Winstrike can hold on to anything here. Surely they don't go for the retake. And they start to fall back. Flush up, presumably planting the bomb in a bit of a safer manner this time.
Quick gonna try and get aggressive. Keo peeking it, gets caught.
Pretty sure that's all they'll go for.
Yeah, I don't think much more in it because Quick is the only one with the kit, 14 HP, and it's been ticking a while. So we'll tie the game back on 3 rounds each. A save is required. It is a necessity at this point. No money for Norbert before the round ends. Same for Waylander. And there's not really much anywhere for that matter as Zelsis tries to jump around and see if he can spot them on the exit. It would be great to get one more gun down for... And he's got it. It's exactly what they had to do. Had the spawn to get there just in time. Catches out Rush. Now it's a whole different round than when we started because those 2 pistols combined can certainly do damage. Keo jumping to try and spot in as well to see water position. 3-man boost.
Potentially.
It's not a 3-man in that terms of all 3 are... Ooh, oh, what a shot! Zelsis shut down, sit down, as Norbert's gone.
That's sick.
It's not a traditional 3-man. It takes 3 to get up there in that position, obviously,
yeah.
But it's not a traditional in that it slides you off the top. So it's pretty powerful, but they went for the jump on it.
Yeah, that wasn't the best call. Zelsis has been eradicated, though. Waylander, another slow start from him. I'm not sure what Boomich is up to there. Could have just rotated safely up towards the bomb, so went for the bathrooms, and down he goes.
Maybe we should call it the Charlie Sheen boost, because it kind of takes 2.5 men.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. We'll do that from now on.
Perfect. Kiyoshima trying to work his way in, make straight contact on the B site. No one there at all, and they're still considering the options over toward A as well. He'll do the aggressive lurking, holding at long. Also going to be in a position to try and take the site as Quick gets taken down. Waylander does get Kiyoshima, but Flush is already working his way in.
Oh, this spot from Flush up. So good. Oh, the timing. It's going to come down to the absolute milliseconds here. 5 on the clock as the bomb goes down. If Flush is dropped, the round could fall apart, but he hits absolutely everything there. Zelsis, we need to slow that shot down. He only has 3 kills so far, but the kill he got in return was absolutely fantastic there. And it's down to Flush to finish things off. They had 5 seconds on the clock, and here it comes. Oh my goodness. Will boost himself up towards Party and actually go towards the fountain. Doesn't get the kill. Flusher, who looks electric today. Everything going in his favor. He had some of the lowest numbers of his career yesterday in terms of individual performance and anything but today. Absolutely show-stopping in terms of his impact.
Waylander still holding out inside of the site. Norbert has gone onto the corner this time, so Waylander's going to have to pull them in, bait them in this position. Quick flash for Rush to try and take long. Self-take, second flash to support it. Spams the tree, but no one there. In fact, no one at long at all. But just trying to establish that at this point in time.
Zelsis given the responsibility of holding Monster, making sure no CTs push. Did see one jump across there. You can see that horrible little angle to the right-hand side of Monster. That's where a CT resides with the MP90. Now, you can't shoot from up there, but in all the chaos, it sometimes can be overlooked. You drop down behind them, go with the big spray down, and there are 3 players heading in that direction. They need to be aware of it. That's such a vital smoke. At 35 seconds, this is where the chaos does become a factor. Will it work out for them? They can't send the AWP through first, and he's got some attention to be taken away. Oh, it's happening.
It worked out brilliantly. Waylander even killed Zelsis the first one in, so he could just focus on the second. And now as he dances out the pillar, it's an easy trade onto Automatic, the only kill they found once the site was taken. First kill was found so much sooner, rendered that one useless.
Will it be Winstrike or Cloud9? We'll find out. Well done at this time, not successful in the opening pick. Smoke used by Zelsis to get himself towards short. Oh, nice gap there. will the CTs be able to use it effectively? Automatic, I think, is aware of it. Waylander gets himself in position. If Automatic comes and pre-fires, they did spot the gap. He's got a kill. Here he comes.
Backed off of it. They've got 2 men over there. Zelsis is going to make that a problem, because as soon as he gets the kill on Sandbags, they can't afford to stay there together. As soon as they transition, it's the kill that comes in, but the fact that there was 2 still catches them off, because Automatic thought the coast was clear. Waylander got the kill. Zelsis steps up, but he burns alive. No way he was getting out of it. He committed to the kill, and Boomich is going to put him down afterward, but it's still the advantage to Cloud9, and that's significant. Deep smoke over toward Monster, but Flusha holding in front of the A site has just World Edit to find. Single smoke in front of the bathrooms. It's probably been there, yeah, I was going to say quite a bit of time. It starts to dissipate because we joined in and it was already in full bloom. Shot misses from World Edit, and he's flashed off, not aware that he was so deep inside of the flames. He's tagged down to 24 as they try to get toward default. He's going to spam it. Oh, nearly got it too. Just high of Rush's head. It is absolutely wallable in the middle of the bomb. It's surprising that so many people still plant there when they know the ops in that position.
You've got a very good point there, but luckily they live to tell the tale. Boomich still going for this one. He's actually got a kill on Rush, no problem at all, but that gives up his position here. Time is of the essence, and Flusha go for the counter flank here as he makes his way through the bathrooms. He can go as fast as he likes. There's no chance for them to detect him. He'll nail the shots. He actually does the damage as Kiyoshima to close things out. No chance for World Edit, even though that's a wonderful, impressive shot. He doesn't have the time to defuse this, and he knows it. He might even go down with the blast. What's he up to here? Needs to fall back. Now he's okay.
He picked up the smoke, and the kitten was like, yeah, maybe. Too late. Gone. Flusha will go down with it.
Gives him a fighting chance here. He'll be boosted towards short. And he's got a chance for a kill here. He misses out on the initial opportunity. Goes down to 6 HP, but they get a frag at least. This could actually be a round for Winstrike if Cloud9 aren't careful. It's now a 5-on-3, but the low HP will at least yield 1 frag. Zelsis. And Automatic doing work towards short. They've got this back in their favor. Oh my goodness. Right in the smoke. Waylander thought he was safe, but anything but. It's Automatic to get 3 kills in return. Boomich again on the flank. Will it yield a frag?
He's just going to hold in case they rotate that direction, but it's not often you rotate from water back out toward Monster unless you're fully committing onto B. And they've gone away from it. Hey, clear. Zelsis will confirm it. I have to say, criticisms perhaps justified at the start of the event. Yesterday in the late stages and today, he's been impressive.
I agree.
He's doing what he needs to do. In this case, he understands he's the furthest forward. Clear the site.
Yeah. Well, no choice to win now. Winstrike will have to hold on to what they have, which isn't much. AWP and a UMP. Pretty much looking for T-spawn. Ooh. Saved. There's always a chance, right? We've seen it before so many times.
Well, we already saw it in this game. World Edit rushing out toward mid, getting the
chance, right? We've seen saved. There's always a chance, right? We've seen it before so many times.
Well, we already saw it in this game. World Edit rushing fell apart toward mid, getting
There's a chance
with it. World Edit lives to keep the op at the very least, but Cloud9
saved. There's always a chance, right? We've seen it before so many times.
Well, we already saw it in this game. World Edit rushing out to game. World Edit rushing out toward mid, getting the opening pick with the AWP. This nearly fell apart over toward B as well, because as I mentioned, Automatic thought the coast was clear, killing 1. He ran directly toward Waylander. But they recover.
Well, that's shot for World Edit. does actually work out to be impactful. The fact he saved the orb gives him a fighting chance. He'll be boosted towards short. And he's got a chance for a kill here. He misses out on the initial opportunity, goes down to 6 HP, but they get a frag at least. This could actually be a round for Winstrike if Cloud9 aren't careful. It's now a 5-on-3, but the low HP will at least yield 1 frag. Zelsis. And Automatic doing work towards short. They've got this back in their favor. Oh my goodness. Right in the smoke. Waylander thought he was safe, but anything but. It's Automatic to get 3 kills in return. Boomich again on the flank. Will it yield a frag?
He's just going to hold in case they rotate that direction, but it's not often you rotate from water back out toward Monster unless you're fully committing onto B. And they've gone away from it. A clear. Zelsis will confirm it. I have to say, criticisms perhaps justified at the start of the event. Yesterday in the late stages and today he's been impressive.
I agree.
He's doing what he needs to do. In this case, he understands he's the further forward, clear the site.
Yeah. Well, no choice to win now. Winstrike will have to hold on to what they have, which isn't much. AWP and a UMP. Boomich looking for another kill, maybe an upgrade. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Well, that it makes his way towards T-spawn. Oh, I think he has been hurt though. Flusher knows he's here. 1 bullet from this MAC-10 will take him down. If I know Flusher, he might just knife out and jump around the corner. He's got the kill, whatever happens here. And there it is. Didn't want to risk anything, so make sure he gets it. Picks up the orb.
Just dropped the soap.
Perhaps. Well, he has now. He will be going down. Waylander gets 2. He's actually playing pretty well on that B side. 5-on-3 straight away. As now, Automatic AWP. Trying to recover the situation, but I'm not sure it's going to be possible.
They can justify putting one in the corner to try and bait them in as well. Again with the advantage. Good find from Automatic. That changes that setup slightly.
Well, that's the orb removed. Boomich in the 1-and-done position. Smoke in front of him though. Does Rush have the presence of mind to check it? No, he does not.
Oh my god, yes he does. Great reaction. Quick trades it. But 1 for 1, considering what we saw or thought was going to happen, that's pretty good. They can work with that. And Bomb is back at spawn. Automatic will grab that now. And they go back over toward B after creating some rotations on the CT side.
1 player resides on the B bomb side. That's going to be Norbert. He has the AUG, and he's using that crafty position on top of the sewer here. He might waste some time getting up there, but he's up there now. It's such a difficult angle to pre-fire. But Automatic might be aware of it. He's coming with his AWP. Let's see if he checks it. He did get spotted, but Norbert gets down in time. And now they know it's a B attack. With 25 seconds remaining, Winstrike have a huge upper hand here.
Norbert trying desperately to swing and again it. He gets 1, Quick's got the other, and it's going to be the defuse. That was very swift from Winstrike. They do allow...
Rush hit again. This time not going down. Being legged.
Oh, wow.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, he was definitely weakened up, and then it was easy for Boomich to spot that out. Say, oh, wow, but he certainly saw him running in behind the tree. Automatic. AWP, close angle, doesn't mind. He's going to give it a go. Try and crack the site wide open. He's done exactly that. Norbert gone. And he's going to rotate back around. Not the swiftest of surfs. Still gets there. Smoke down Monster. Couldn't see it anyway. It's not like he was trying to rotate fast and find a pick, but it's only just the man advantage. 4 HP for Automatic. He's got the up, so that doesn't necessarily matter that much if he can find the angle, but now he can't go aggressive to find the picks. That's where the AKs need to come in. Oh my goodness, that was close. Division going either way. And Waylander just missed out on a chance to strike on Kiyashima. He's gone aggressively into the corner as well after they've already cleared this position, so it might catch Kyo off. His crosshair placement doesn't suggest that he's aware, but he is just holding at this point in time. He's gonna check it. He is. Oh, he was! He thought he'd gone far enough. That happens all too often. Thought he was far enough in, and Waylander got the headshot instead. And Boomich is in behind them. So Flusha now knows that they've lost on B. He's gonna go check out A. Boomich has been smart enough to identify that even though he heard one single player, and now he's gonna hear him coming back. If he can hear only one, it's because they are...
Going for the wall bangs towards T-spawn. Never seen that land.
But that one time you do, it'll be spectacular.
Indeed. Kenny S had a hell of a wallbang earlier on Cash. Like I said, I would say it's about 1 in 100 that would actually be successful. That one's a bit more common. Flash up facing towards the A side of the map, and World all too happy to take him down. He's hit some decent shots this half. He's got them another opening advantage here. 5 on 4 in the final round. We're tied up at 7-7.
Rush watching through the window. Gets off silently. Celsius, you can hear, trying to make a statement toward B as they rush out on A. Boomich far enough forward, he can hear them coming, and he steps out again to find yet more as he gets his 14th, make that 15th kill with 3 in the rounds. And it will indeed be Winstrike next week, obviously, if it's our last series. But who is it going to be? Cloud9's already got map 1 in hand. They want this pistol to make sure they get their best foot forward in this half as well.
Absolutely true. Waylander and co. making their way towards long right now. No CT presence there whatsoever. Defuse kit for automatic. I assume he went for the double flashbang defuse kit approach. And they can see now a T-spawn is clear. They've got an incredible flank here. Rush is just going to hold up in T-spawn for anyone falling back. Great position to be in. That means they can rotate a lot of presence towards the A site, but they still need to be aware that the connector could be an issue. But long is where most of the Winstrike team reside.
Keo trying to do what he can behind the boxes as Flusha immediately beside. Flash out. Oh, the dink though. Flusha got thrown off his aim. He had the perfect lineup to the shots and just got countered by the front of bathrooms. What a problem that is. And what a problem it's going to be for Cloud9 because they're down to just 2 players remaining. Not even any damage dealt. As the bomb gets planted. Rush is going to change that, but he's got to get an ace. 1 on 5. Good shot on Boomich. They know where he is. They'll all just line up and take him down.
9-7.
The triple.
We're going with the triple boost at B. Can be good for a frag. You rarely see it work out, but we'll see now.
But Zelsis up as well. They got confidence in the lad's aim.
Yeah.
Norbert's going to quickly rip this apart. We've seen this addition to it lately as well. Rather than just relying on that, you put one at sandbags to get the information, to bait them away, and then you instantly get the shot of the triple, but Norbert's going to walk in behind them.
Does he get 3 kills?
Well, the interesting thing is if he doesn't, he's going to call that the B-side's clear. Everyone's coming this way thinking that it's going to be a stack. He's not even looking. They're all going to look at him. They might have even been better off to let him run by because then the boost isn't spotted. They take potentially the site with the stack working.
They can actually do something with this AK though. Surely they don't do the same and get an AK and somehow win the round. Surely.
Me, for the sense of excitement, would have liked to see what would happen if they let him walk by, but Soar, kill secured, AK grabbed. That's also beneficial, and they're going to go for a secondary boost. Headshot position for Rush. He won't spot anything with it just yet. Bomb already planted. They don't have kits. That's the only thing about the AK being picked up that becomes a bit of a problem for them. Speaking of problem, Kiyoshima, he's going to get aggressive inside of water. Doesn't want to swing yet. He's going to leave that to Rush. But Waylander spotted him up ahead of time. Flush has got a kill. Waylander down. It's all on Boomich. They've got to go now. Rush has the AK still. He's lower on HP, but they want to tap the bomb. It's 10 seconds. They need to get Boomich on top of it. He's got the first kill already, and that should secure the round as Rush steps back out. Winstrike getaway.
And how low their money is after that round.
Quick Molotov to sandbags to keep them off it. That gives Norbert the confidence to rush in toward water and make sure he has the position. Spamming into it, though. Keo does a little bit of damage. A teeny tiny tad. He tries to spray back and find more on him as well. Norbert sneaking in. Celsius doesn't hit that shot quick enough. The AK certainly can be punishing. Meanwhile, World Edit. Evident that he has the scope because he's moving at 100 miles an hour while still scoped in. But even tags would be significant on take because then, especially at long, if they send Boomich down close to the entry point, he tags them up, he walks around with the AK, done. Wombo combo. Hit him with the double left, right hook.
Could happen. Opening pick found. And Waylander working out if anyone's pushed towards outside of the B site. Cloud9 get yet another frag there. It's Kiyashima taking down Boomich. And more at it now with the scouts. Remember, they go down to an eco if they lose this round, which is looking very likely at this point.
2 rounds up, yeah, and just the fact that it was such a closely contested second round. It's going to leave them on the back foot. That should confirm it. 14 seconds, bomb down outside Monster. Quick, he'd have to find 4. That's not going to happen, but he does at least get automatic through the hole in the doorway. He'll try and book it back toward the ladder. Wise decision to stay down below, because if he goes up that, they were already on top of his position. He loses the gun, he loses the money. He may still rush. He's got the right idea, but it's a round for Cloud9 nonetheless. They're first of the second half, and they
names make it through today due to the fact, I would say, it's that best of 3 finish at this part of the tournament. Any elimination game has been a best of 3, a great addition to the major. Everyone seems very happy. I feel like this has been the best major format we've ever seen, and we've been doing majors for a long, long time now. World Edit standing off against Automatic. What a duel this has been.
my 8th, your 9th major.
My 9th one, that's right. Damn.
Automatic takes down World Edit. Norbert does hold off to find Celsius. They nearly got away with 2 on that. Rush repeaks it. It's a risk to do so, but secures the trade, and that gives them the advantage they much desire at this point in the round. Minutes mark. Keo still jumping for information. Boomich is going to work his way toward the A site, but already spotted. He again leads the way. He and Norbert. He on 17. Norbert on 16. On 9 side, it's Automatic. But Rush is quickly closing in on that with his 13th kill, 2 in this round. Quick's going to have to come up with something sharp. As the bomb. Door open. Boomich. Oh, he thought he was going to get back through that cleanly. Kiyoshima actually got the shot, got the angle, did damage, and follows it up. Brilliantly done as he strikes through the wall, leaving it to Quick at a 1-on-4.
Well, I hope he's got some tricks up his sleeve, because this one looks way out of his grasp. Cloud9 look very comfortable so far in the second half. They've lost the pistol, but now chained together 4 rounds in a row. Automatic winning out the duel against World Edit. And Quick will give her his position. So now will they wait? Yes, I was going to say, he needs to make his way towards T-spawn. He can't sit connector. Otherwise, he will be dropped after time. Still might be a slight chance of that, but I think he's okay.
Could have made it through.
Absolutely.
The other aspect in saying that is that there are major winners on all 3 of Cloud9.
Yes.
NIP
GT.
and G2. So that was another factor of if they could all have gone out today. Cloud9 still playing for their lives. The fact of the matter too, Fnatic already gone. That's pretty significant, is it not?
Yes.
Top-rated team by the peers coming into this.
Yeah, an early casualty there. But normality resuming, it seems. Just the pistols and that saved AK. Remember, Quick. Low money, but he gets 3,400 into the next round. Great smoke from Celsius, and good damage from Kiyashima. Very effective. Remember how Sean was saying, Rush hugs that pillar. It's living proof that he'll be holding that position, looking for frags here and trying to bait in his teammate Celsius, who's tied in the corner here. Can they check hit spot? They absolutely will, but they're going to go down in response. It's Rush who melts a couple of them, and he gets the 3rd as well. Strong B play. Presumably goes down to Quick here. He does a lot of damage before he does. 3 versus 2, but not really any danger of losing this round. Really has taken this AWP role amazingly well. It started around November last year, just when they were replacing Skadoodle, and I was impressed when it really started to show how good he is as an individual. The fact he's so deadly with the rifle. Won a major, of course, last year in Cloud9 as the rifler. Skadoodle steps out. He says, you know what, I'll give the AWP a go, and he has been phenomenal with it. You wouldn't know it's his first few months as being a primary AWPer. He is excellent. Very talented individual.
Automatic, speaking of, is in a bit of a worryable position. Does back out of it just in time. He was getting surrounded from the front of the bathrooms and the long connector. Quick gets out to the bench. Who's going to be the man on top of his head? Presumably someone. No one's there with him yet. He just wants to wait it at this point in time. Smoke flash combo in front of him. 33 seconds. That little bit of utility starts to matter a lot based on the timing. And whoa, Flusha gets absolutely evaporated by World Edit, who got in position. He thought he was clean. Automatic found one in return on the AWP, but only one. Quick was very much so as they got around the corner. Boomage, 16 seconds, finally an execution going their way, but are they ready for the flank? Bomb was dropped, there's still 12 on the clock. Keo, he can try and deny it once more, but he's on the wrong side of the box. He's got to play this in a true 1-on-2. And they've already got position in the post plant. Quick's looking the wrong way, but his teammate's going to spot first. Flash over. They line up, and Kiyoshima gets both. It's 13 rounds, Cloud9.
Oh my goodness, it couldn't have gone any better. A CZ in the hands of World Edit, no sniper for him. Hasn't really delivered on all fronts today. A few great rounds. But ultimately, I feel like Cloud9 have had the better of him as Waylander goes down initially. Another nade thrown towards T-steps that won't connect.
Otto's already out towards monster position. AWP is going to transfer back inside of the site. Instead, it is Rush that now is there to support. Given that they backed off Monster already, though, a bit of a passive hold for it. Like the Flush is smoked, maybe they try and move him back over. He's got window to cover. Otto's pretty much committed to the pillar at this point. They've got too many smokes on the site because Rush lost vision. He's going to have to be perfect, and he gets overwhelmed. That was inevitable at that point in time. They already cleared out window. They already took down the AWP, but are they ready for Keo again? Zelsis also on a flank.
Yeah, Zelsis is the more dangerous aspect of this. He does so much damage, finishes them off through the cliff of the wall there, and Norbert has to hit everything at this point. They managed to win out of the 1v1 before, and Zelsis, he throws that incendiary behind.
As it is the maximum bonus plus the bomb plant for
Rush B, boys.
Winstrike, and it is going to be a Rush, and Rush is the man to shut down exactly that, but not quite sufficient in doing so. Seemingly better on the giving than the taking in that position as Kiyoshima tries to find out where they've gone. He nearly got Boomage. Boomage gets both. He snaps back to find Zelsis, and he'll re-smoke window. This one might go their way.
It should do. 4-on-2. Automatic sat in the smoke right now. It's an absolute nightmare for him, and he will be dropped. The rush towards B, a couple of smokes deployed as well, works out as they manage to finally stop this string of rounds Cloud9 have built up. It was, what, 7 in a row indeed, to get them 14-10 up. And the money's actually not looking too good. They've had lots of 1v1s coming right down to the wire. So Flush up trying to save this org. I'm not sure it's going to be possible. We'll see. Absolutely not. So and there's actually 5 players on the T side coming through. Zelsis to defend. The flashbang will take his crosshair off placement, and now they'll go down. It's up to Keo once again to find big numbers here. A couple of kills comes back in favor of Cloud9, but Rush is going down.
Absolutely. They had no idea Norbert was that deep in, and he can immediately attack to the stairs. That little piece of wood right here on the left, such a nuisance because Flusha has to fully commit to the swing to find it. He's done that.
What?
He's done that and then some, because that's the problem with it. As soon as you commit that far, you're left completely susceptible to anyone peeking from catwalk. He gets both. It's a one-on-one. Kiyoshima to clutch it again, and it's an AWP for World Edit. He's no slouch, and he knows exactly where Keo's due to arrive. But can he get the timing right? Can Keo subsequently bait a shot from World Edit? He's done that. Tagged him down to 2 HP, and the missed one on the second. It's Keo.
One more and you're out of it. Automatic spots a couple towards playground. That's the information. It's not a B rush at least. I'm already cool for a rotation from that side of the map as he patrols towards long. Player already there. Nails it. So good. Automatic is going to be dangerous in this major going forward as he continues to look for frags here, but he has been spotted by World Edit, who will reply. 4-on-4. Nice shot by him. Waylander. Oh, the timing's awful, but where is the teamwork? He goes in there alone. That's such a risk by itself. At this stage of the game, to walk in bathrooms like that, I'm sorry, that's just not the way to approach it. But that is.
That certainly is fine from World Edit. Limits Cloud9 back down to 3. Keo still wants to stay aggressive, though, AUG in hand. But he is aware of the fact that they can sneak in behind him from the other bathroom's entrance.
Now remember, when you right-click the AUG, it does make the same sort of sound the AWP does as well.
Shadow.
And he did see that shadow. That's why it's such a prime position. World Edit, though, after missing the shot in the 1v1, is making up for it right now. He'll smoke towards CT steps. Rush on the other side. Flash is coming through, and it will affect him. He's going down. It's Zelsis this time to clutch out with the MP9. I don't think he can do it. The range is not there with this weapon. He'll probably find an AK on his way towards the bomb site. But sticks with the SMG. We're not done just yet, it seems. And they've got no money, by the way. This will go right down to the wire.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, overtime's definitely a possibility if Zelsis can't close it right here and now. Wants to close the distance. Spotted him in the smoke. Can he spray him down fast enough? World Edit on the op as well. He can overrun him with the MP9. He's gone away from this. Norbert's going to reveal himself. Good find from Zelsis, and he can get right on this. He's going to hold. He doesn't have a kit. He's going to try and hold this off. World Edit comes around the corner. All too easy at that.
Edit bravely run through the flames towards the playground, down to 50 HP. A bit of a B stack going on. Cloud9 were hoping for that B rush, but they haven't got it.
They have not at all. We go 30 rounds, it seems. Overtime might be what Cloud9 need to close it. Might be what Winstrike need to force this to a third. A third would be a Mirage.
Well, they'll be going towards A by the looks of things. They have 4 players towards middle. They have all their smokes and flashbangs. Molotovs available. As Cloud9 have realized something's not right. No one's here at B. Nor we're watching for flanks here. We're at the 45-second mark, and he's going to go join his teammates. We need some backup on the A side. Just flush there with a P250. Only damage they've inflicted is towards the AWP so far. I would say stack everyone towards A at this stage. They are starting to bring numbers over, and Wayland are making noise. The smoke's coming down. Good job by Zelsis, but he's actually got himself in a spot of bother here. He's going to burn potentially to the flames. He does survive. And here they come, the final chance. Will we go to overtime or not? There'll be no money left if they get this round up.
No, there is one. I take it back. There's one flash for automatic. I was going to see if they could try and get Flusher to swing around. They still push through. Rush gets 2 on that. Automatic's going to throw that close. Doesn't really do anything for him, even though Waylander's there. Flush is what they're trying to get into position. If they could make a noise right now. He's got the AWP picked up. But if they had made a noise, I don't think anyone would have checked that. Somehow he could have got on that. He's giving himself up now. They know he's in the site. He's still going to go aggressive on the AWP. Battles ensuing both on the stairs and at long. Flusha can't hit the shot required. It would have been an interesting thought if he had been on that silently quick. I don't know that it would have checked it, but now the bomb is certainly going to detonate. It goes 15-14. Despite the Cloud9 has everyone alive at the end, there's just not the opportunity, and I don't think he does.
Brave from Winstrike as they go into round number 30, up against Rush's MP9, but they're going to take down the first player, probably the second as well at this point.
Oh,
he's blind.
That flash was so good. Rush got back in position on the MP9, gets an upgrade onto an AK, nearly ready for World Edit, but somehow he gets the jumping shot to take down barrels, and it comes to the 2 pistols to try and hold. If World Edit fell on that as well, it would have been a 3-on-2 the other way, and the site would not be attained. Keo tries to get in position with its Eagle, can't do it. It's Flusha on a 5-7. To keep this baby from going the distance. And he's already spotted. That's going to make things almost impossible. Still wants to get clever with this. Why is that Molotov throwing barrels now? His teammates segregated by this, nearly gave him...
Especially if you lose the first round. If you win it, it's not too much of a problem.
Oh, nice name. It's flying at him, increasing in size and velocity each and every second it gets closer. Norbert will back away, smoke down. He's safe to do so, and he'll spray in just because. Because why not? First round of OT. Just to note of the majors, Valve rule set. Most tournaments comply with all of Valve's rules, including timeouts, most notably timeouts, but not necessarily with overtime rules.
Yeah.
Many still run, and ESL tournaments included, run the 16K model. This is 10K, so you can lose 2 and be forced to save.
That's a good point. Winstrike, though, will be up for this. They'll be fired up after the 3-round comeback towards the end. 15-13 down. Managed to pull it right back. Automatic low HP, just spotting towards the connector door now. 35 seconds. Looks like an A finish. Flasher still in the bathrooms here. This is the map picker Cloud9. It looked like it was theirs, hands down. Flasher confirms the first frag. Throws an incendiary towards long. Interesting. Trying to buy his teammates time. I don't think it even made it there. Actually, probably made things more complicated for Kiyoshima, to be honest, but he's handling the situation well, but surely gets dropped here. 3 versus 3. They exchange blow after blow, and automatic blow as well. The Flames not quite reaching the planter, and looks like Winstrike will win the round.
They are. T-sided win. They got 5 of 6 to force out overtime. Keep that in mind. That's how fast they turn things around, and credit to them for doing so against Cloud9 on their map. As soon as the economic turmoil hits on the CT side, Winstrike were almost unstoppable. And that came off the back of losing 7 previous to find the 5 from 6 to put us here. And now they'll win yet another with the money. Automatic just trying to save the AWP because that is relevant in this form of... Norbert gonna push his way through. Does look for the jump and the boost immediately. It sprays into it. The rest holding up toward the playground at this point in time. And the fountain area. Automatic AWP to watch long, and there's going to be company there. He doesn't have anyone to play off of. It's not like he's baiting someone in from connector, or vice versa. And a single flash, he's pushed off the angle. Consider flashing himself back into it. That would be bold with World Edit standing there with an AWP. He does. Or at least he gives them the thought. A little bit of food for thought. Money gonna be gone if Cloud9 don't win this. Again, I'll mention it. Nice shot from Norbert to start it off. I'll mention it, Mirage, if we need to. Automatic with 1. Couldn't get away fast enough. Too wide on the corner. Couldn't avoid Waylander. Trade. And down to just 3. 4 on 3 is one of the best situations to find yourself in, if it's sustainable on the T side. "30 seconds. It all falls on Flusha. Playing just off the preset mark of headshot at dumpster because that is somewhere that's often checked. He's blinded, he's smoked off. Rush trying to get position. He'll stand in behind the APC. They want to go to default. Rush. He's going to have to wait. Zelsis already found 1. Flusha baits Rush in. Just that little bit of noise from the fence, and they did not look to Rush. But World Edit has nowhere to go. He'll walk in with...
Speed right. B rushes have been prevalent for Winstrike, I should say, as they'll make their way towards that side of the map, but this time it's a little bit more tentative.
Norbert holding. He's pushed himself up into that corner so many times on the CT side when we were way back in the first half. He's going to do it on the opposing side this time. Rush up close. He's been at barrel, most notably at Zelsis to support it this time, and throws in a nade to do damage that'll soften them up. For Rush to try and take them down. In they go. Haven't checked it. Zelsis takes the first rush. He goes out. He gets both again. Another double for Rush. Bomb goes down, and problems for Winstrike. They got that opening T round, but it looks like the overtime half may fall shy. World Edit's got the op. He's got the angle. He's only got 1. Zelsis has got him back. Zelsis on an op. Not something we've seen quite commonly, and he's got...
Striker looking deadly at this point.
Just to note, it's hard to read into this, but T-sides, you can get an advantage from this, and that's where Cloud9 are now. They have twice as many flash assists so far than Winstrike at 10-5.
Wow.
CT side, sure. At Monster, you can flash a guy in, you can counter it off, but T-side especially, if you're executing and you get flashes out, we certainly saw it with the pistol toward barrels.
To be clear, flash assist, just in case you're not aware, is when your teammate throws a flash, you convert the kill off it. The player who threw the flash, he'll get a stat called a flash assist. That'll be him assisting you, essentially. And it's not necessarily shown on the screen for us, but we can look at the data and work out who did what.
Well, who did what so far is Norbert. He's up to 31 kills by taking down Zelsis to start off. Their CT side now. This is tournament life for Winstrike. Cloud9, sure, pressure on. You want to end it now. You don't want to take the chance to go to a 3rd map. But at least you have that 3rd map in your back pocket.
Indeed.
Winstrike don't. They have to win just to have any chance of going further. Boomich up close on the bathrooms. World Edit will stare into them as well with the AWP. Little does he know he's actually locked onto a target. But it's beyond the wall. The Molotov extinguishes as well. Automatic wants to swing around and get a shot. Baited into one toward the bathrooms, but that baits Rush in from long. Again, he is so solid. 1 and an assist, but still, just the presence to be there opens up the sight. It's down to Norbert and Waylander, and it's going to be map point for Cloud9 in overtime on Waylander only, and Rush finds him.
It's run 2 maps at this point. It's been quite a slow game, but Cloud9 will find the opening kill, and who else to get it then? Rush, of course. Great shot of the org on the T side, takes down Boomich. And this could be it. Flusha follows it up. It's a 5-on-3, Cloud9's rounds to give away.
And Flusha has no intention of doing that. Rush, if I'm not mistaken, he has 7 at least, I think 8 in overtime so far.
He's killed it. Like, he has been astonishingly good. He saved them in this overtime.
Steps up considerably. Zelsis in the corner. He's just waiting to watch the doorway to make sure Keo's safe to guard off on sandbags. And remember, Flush is still out watching Monster, so they're just wanting Winstrike to be desperate and make mistakes.
Well, they've got so much time. They've got all their utility. And look at the setup for Winstrike. They have 2 flashbangs, 1 kit.
Surprised you don't see that position more.
It's because it's very vulnerable to flashbangs. It is a great angle for catching people walking in. But yeah, you're right. We don't see it too often. It's a very strong position, but you're vulnerable. As soon as you get flashed, you're in a bit of a dodgy spot. But yeah, definitely a strong one. You camouflage quite well into the wall as well.
It's crafty enough. Quick, there it is. They had to peek. They needed information. 31 seconds, 2 on B. They need to rotate. They have to be aware. Oh, he's looked away. Wrong timing on the flash. Rush again, and he'll follow it up as well to find Norbert. Cloud9 are 1 kill away from making it to the top 16 again. And it's all on World Edit, a man who has tons of experience in majors, but this time he's going no further. It's over. Cloud9 in overtime, 2-0, and they get the final